Joining me now for another edition of Coach's Corner, NA3AHL edition, is head coach of the Knights, Josh Fusco. And Josh, it's been a while. We had a little bit of holiday break there. We're in the new year now, and your team last weekend got off to a pretty good start with a 6-2 victory here on Sunday. So just your initial impressions seeing your team back in action and how you feel about their progress moving forward.
It felt good to be back. We had the week of practice, and you could see a little bit of the rust, and then definitely the first 20-25 minutes there, it was a pretty shaky start there on Sunday. But it just took some time to get the cobwebs out, and it was a 2.5 week break there for a lot of guys, and you can. I kind of stressed the rest there going into break, and then I kind of was questioning myself, did we have too much rest?
Right.
It was good. It was everybody seemed to be fresh in practice that week, and we got a lot of stuff going. We got back on track and started the last stretch here on the right foot, and then ultimately the 2 points in the standings. And came out and beat Central Penn, who's we've had back and forth games. 1 minute we're down, 1 minute we're up, and. So they played us tough all year, and I think it was ending break against Exton, and starting off of break with Central Penn was a good start for us.
Sure, and one of the other interesting notes here in the first week or two back is one of your top guys, your top scorer, Jake Fuss.
Yep.
The time goes up and travels with the NAHL team to play the Northeast Generals up in the Boston area, and he got a game there. Seems that he did a pretty nice job. Got a lot of positive feedback from that around the team. So, I know we've talked about it in the past, but what does that mean for you and for this team, and of course for Jake?
It's another one of those special moments, for everybody, development-wise, and where we're at as a group. So, it was good when me and Tom sat down and talked about it, and obviously that's another thing for us is we didn't have Jake on Sunday. And being able to come out on top there,
right.
With leading, second leading scorer in the league, or first in the league, second in Tier 3. But so it was a good response on the team, being able to handle that, that hole in the lineup. And as me and Tom kind of talked about it, is the lineup has been handled very well. Everybody's kind of meshed, and all the boys seem to fit in certain spots and certain places I've put them very well. So. I wasn't concerned about that at all, and Jake's deserved that. He deserved his time. He deserved to get that call, and get back to when me and TK spoke. It was kind of it was more of a nice feeling instead of oh man, I don't have Jake. So
right.
It was good. It's another successful thing for us as a unit. It's good for me as a coach to see that things that I've been talking to Jake about and I've been pushing him on. With his play individually, it paid off at the end of the day, and from obviously I wasn't there, but I've heard a lot of great feedback about his play on Saturday night, and I think you're gonna see Jake get some more time, maybe, hopefully, So it was good. It's good for us. It's good for the team. It's good for the boys in that locker room to see somebody else get that call, and what they've been doing and the hard work pays off. So. It kind of is a trickle-down effect for that.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Just seeing that as kind of an incentive for everybody else. Absolutely, you can see the drive out there is apparent on the ice. But
because you get, we had player meetings on Saturday, and you get questions, and guys want to see where they're at or where they compare to that level, or and I've actually been talking to a lot of colleges for certain guys lately, so. One of the things is where does he compare it at this level? Or where is he at with that level? Has he gotten time with the NA? And then obviously guys want to know, hey, coach, what do you think? Do you think this? Do you think that? So, it's good to have another guy get that time there and get in a game and do well and be successful for the most part. And that's feedback that I can give other guys on the team. So it's good. It's nice. It's good to have.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And bringing it back to this weekend, you get Jake back, and you guys have two teams that you've played plenty of times before, and have had recently a lot of success against them in Exton, as well as the New Jersey Renegades. And again, we've touched on this in the past in terms of just keeping the focus and keeping that same approach to each game. But these are two teams that you've beaten very convincingly in the last performances. And, we're not trying to continue to
Right,
go back
right.
to that,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Bringing it all back. How do you keep this team focused, knowing that they've outplayed these two teams pretty significantly in the last couple of times they met?
That question, it can kind of go in 100 different directions, So, for us, I think the biggest thing, playing these two this weekend is, we've had the success, but I've been, especially this week, and going into the stats, looking at the stats of what we've done, not just the score. And then the reverse side of things, looking at what other people have done against these teams.
Right.
We have a big one coming up here in 2 weeks.
Right.
And so, I kind of been looking at that as like, okay, this is where we are statistically against these guys. This is what this team's done statistically against them. And so on and so forth. And it's like, hey, this is what I want this weekend. So it's our second game off a break. We were pretty rusty there. It took us 25, 30 minutes of hockey to kind of get things going.
Sure.
And we played sloppy discipline-wise too. So, against Exton, it's another situation where we got goals as a team.
Right.
This is what we need to hit. This is what we need to do. And we need to set the tone and raise the bar. And I've said to a lot of the boys, if you're playing 100%, let's turn the notch up a little bit to 110%.
Sure.
And this is one of those games that, we go in and especially last game on break against them, I can kind of see that. We're playing Exton and I'm on break.
Right.
It's the same mentality going into this one.
Right.
Hey, we got the Renegades who can play us tough and have played us tough. Even look at the score, it doesn't say that. But at the end of the day, this is who we got coming up the following week, and we need to make sure that everything is 100% in tune. We're a well-oiled machine. We got everything in check. Our power play is good. Discipline is good, and we're running our systems, accordingly. So, it's one of those. We still need to get the job done. There's 4 points on the line, but they're games for us. Like, I don't want to see a 10-0 game, but we play sloppy.
Right.
So I want to see if it's 10-0, we got to be perfect. And I kind of been sprucing up the locker room a little bit. And I said to him, I did this and these little bitty things, to try and bring the environment up in there a little bit more.
Sure.
Hey, I'm telling you to turn it up to 110%. Now me as a coach, I'm turning it up 110%.
Right.
And I told him, hey, some of you guys, I'm gonna start getting on you a little bit harder in practice. Some of you guys, I'm gonna nitpick at everything. Captains, I'm gonna be on you. Let's crank it up another notch. If you're playing 125%, I want you at 150%.
Sure.
So I put a little sign, laminated it, put it right where we walk out of our area that says "Be perfect today."
Right.
And I felt I put that up yesterday, and that's going to be the model for the rest of the year. In practice we're going 100 miles an hour, and this weekend I don't care who we're playing.
Right.
We're going to be perfect.
Right.
I want everything we do from here on out perfect. We have 10 regular season games left, 3 showcase games, and it's a whole new season. We hit playoffs, anything can happen.
Sure.
So, hey, and we're still in the run for that first place spot, believe it or not.
Right.
For the regular season. So, there's a lot of things there, that are on the line, and the focus is there. The guys, yesterday was an off day, and there was still a handful of guys here at the rink, playing ping pong and working out and just, hanging out and being here. So, it's a good sign, good environment in the dressing room, and a good environment with the team all together.
So safe to say the New Year's resolution for 2017 is to be perfect moving forward.
Yeah. That's it's funny because I've never been a guy that does like New Year's resolutions.
Right.
Not to brag, but I'm pretty fit guy myself.
Yeah,
I agree. Obviously, I'm in the fitness industry too, but I've never had that. I'm going to go to the gym in 2017 or anything. Eat healthy or whatever it may be. My New Year's resolution is to win a championship.
There you go.
And obviously a couple of guys move them on to the next level.
Sure.
That's been my goal from the beginning, but now it's my turn to crank it up and really bring the emotion of that and putting little signs up like that. I see that every day when I walk out of that room.
Sure.
I'm here all day, every day. So, I come in, I go right up there, I put my skates on in the morning, go on with the null team, and I see that sign, and I want these guys to see that sign when they're coming out. Last thing they see before stepping on the ice is that. Let's be perfect today. So. goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Me, team, everybody.
Yeah.
So.
It's a trickle-down effect. Well,
Yeah.
that march to continue towards the championship will get going tomorrow. Again, we mentioned it. You'll be in Exton tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. If you want to catch that game, it will be available on hockeytv.com. And the Knights come back on Sunday. We'll play a 4 p.m. home game, so either come down here to the Revolution Ice Center, or once again, that game will be available on hockeytv.com. So, Josh, we appreciate the few minutes here, and we wish you the best of luck, of course, this weekend. And we look forward to talking to you in the future.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.